Good evening and welcome to True Dogman Encounters. I'm your host, Marvin Allen. If you or anybody that you've known have had a sighting or encounter and would like to share it on my show, then I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. As you all know, I have been uploading new encounters, something I'm going to continue to do. And I got a new encounter for y'all tonight. Like I said, I am grateful and I am thankful for everybody that contacts me and share their encounters with me. I am blessed to do what I do. I love doing it. I'm gonna continue to do it. And y'all are the ones that keep pushing me forward. And I will be uploading the rest of Ty J's episode that I didn't get to finish. So, without further ado, let's jump right into this encounter. Now, my eyewitness, she lives in Virginia. And I'm not going to say where in Virginia, but she lives in Virginia. And this is where she had her sighting at. Her and her wife. She said they went to a spot where they always go to hiking. And it's in the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. She said one weekend, her and her wife had decided to go camping. And it was near George Washington National Forest in Elkton, Virginia. So they got on their way and they had finally located a good spot to pitch camp. So when they got there, they put their tents together and they set up camp. But they said after 15 minutes after pitching camp, they noticed that everything stopped around them. It was dead quiet. You couldn't hear nothing. She said after a few seconds, that's when they heard this loud howl coming off in the distance. Now her wife said that that's a bobcat, that's a cougar. And she was like, no, that's not neither one of those things. When them things yell, they sound like a baby crying or a person. So that ain't them. So she said she took her flashlight and she started to scan the tree line. She went to the left and then she went to the right. She went to the left and then she went back to the right. She said when she went back to the right, her light caught something that she said was very, very large. Too large to be a human. And it was so black, like it absorbed the light. She said it ran and it went behind a tree. That's when she asked her wife to give her her shotgun. They both proceeded to walk in the direction of where they seen this thing run at. They said as they was walking, they kept the light over in that direction of where they seen this thing. She said after getting about 15 feet, they seen this huge thing just bowed out. And when it bowed out, it started to run and then it stopped. And she said this thing started taking tremendous strides. She said the strides on this thing, man, was just ridiculous. Now, mind you, they continue to walk on the path that this same creature was walking on. So as they walking, this creature's still walking. Now mind you, she said just way up ahead is where these caves at. And they said this thing was going in the direction of these caves. So they continue to walk behind this thing. She said that's when this thing goes up in one of these caves. They walk some more, and that's when she shines the light in this cave. That's when she's seen that this thing was not human. She said this thing had the head of a wolf, extremely large, pointed ears, long arms with hands, and bent back legs. She said this thing just stared at him. Now they stopped, but they still shining their lights up in this cave. But they stopped. They said that's when they seen that this creature showed them all the teeth in his mouth. They said this thing started to make low growls. That's when my eyewitness tell her wife, she said, look, I think we better go. She said then the growls got louder and louder and aggressive. She said that's when the creature started to walk back out the cave and stand. She said after it did that, that's when they started to walk backwards. But they kept their eye on this creature. They started walking backwards. As they was walking backwards, she tell her wife, look, we're not staying here, we're not camping, we leaving. Because I don't know what that thing is. Did you see the eyes on that thing? Did you see how them eyes glow? This is what my eyewitness is telling her wife. So they get back to camp. They hurry up and they packs it up and they leaves. She said she never been back to that spot again. But mind you, this same eyewitness have had other run-ins with this cryptid. So stay tuned for the next true Dogman encounter. Now, that was one right there. Hope y'all like it. I hope y'all enjoy it. This just something I like doing, man. I love bringing this. I love bringing this to y'all. Point blank. I love it, and I love doing what I do. And I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue to do it. You know, I'm gonna continue to do this because I think that's my calling. I think I'm here to help other people to cope with these certain situations that they get into. So, I mean, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue to do this. I got to because I love it.